tonight we got a special guest to the podcast, and he just happens to be one of the guys who's considered one of the best leaders in program history. Guys, let me welcome to the podcast former A&T defensive back and current NFL free agent, Tony McRae. What's going on, Tony?
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good, man. It's great to have you here, man. This has been a rough season, but we still have homecoming coming up this week. A lot to play for, and as you probably overheard us saying, you know, the psyche of the team is kind of fragile right now. Can you just speak as as a former player, what is it like to kind of have to battle adversity and get over that hump?
Well, we did it when I first got to A&T, dealing with like probation and all that. Yeah. I guess it takes a guy or a group of guys to want to be different or do a little more or, you know, do outside the norm. I feel like they've been winning for a while, so it's probably time to, like I say, for us to actually have to do something different or work a little different, because we in a different conference and all that. It's just new talent, just new stuff, you know. Just it's our time to basically like rebuild again, like when Broadway them first walked in. I ain't gonna say rebuild, but how can I put it? Regroup, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Regroup. Yeah. Like, you know, it's just something new. We in a new conference, all that. You know, them boys got to get used to it. They're going to have to do something different. These guys all new. They're all us flushed out of there. You know what I'm saying? So somebody got to just step up and, you know, take control. Like you were saying, they'll take a coach and take a player too.
Right. And, you know, I remember someone asked Tariq Cohen, and he said that the greatest leader that he's ever played with in all his time in football was you. He credits you as just being somebody who just helped us get to that HBCU national championship level. What was it? Some things that you did, you know, looking back that you did to kind of, I guess, lead by example?
Man, practice, be early. All the stuff you got to be on time to, be early. You know, just being accountable when you're going about the weight room and stuff like that. You know, we had Coach Walthoff, so yeah, like just going about it in a way of I'm trying to get my body in the best shape to win games, not looking at working out and stuff like that as punishment, looking at it as a thing like I'm trying to get better, I'm trying to get you better and stuff like that, but you got to start with yourself first. And then when it comes to policing, we ain't need the coaches. We police ourselves. You know what I'm saying? You late, we'll handle that. You get what I'm saying? So I guess, you know, some stuff I did I wouldn't want to talk about, but you know, you got to do what you got to do. Man, like, I feel like sometimes when you come to college, you know, you go to the T, it's, you know, it's the girls, it's the schooling, it's a lot of stuff. So you kind of forget why you in school. You know what I'm saying? Like, I came in to win a football game, you know what I'm saying, get me a degree. So I just kept that in my head, and whatever I got to do or say to the boys or whoever I got to go with, that's what I'm doing.
Man, I've had the opportunity or the pleasure to hear you speak to the team and hear you speak to recruits when they came back. Not to give away all our secret sauce, man, but, you know, the few times I've heard you speak, man, I mean, just the power and the passion that you spoke with, man. I mean, if I was a recruit was sitting in that room, I mean, I saw parents, recruits, everybody sitting there about to cry. And you just talking about football and talking about what A&T meant to you, man. And you know, I consider you one of the torchbearers. Samaj talked about you being a linchpin guy who kind of came in and kind of led that Broadway era in. But, you know, we look at you as a guy, man, that lived what I call the Aggie football dream. I mean, you came from Scotland County High School, if I'm not mistaken, home of the great Jawan McBride, you know, some of my boys down there. And I remember when you came to T, I remember when you came on your visit, man. So I had a chance to watch you kind of progress through your career and, you know, to get a chance to play on the stage that you were on and the way you did it and the way you kind of made your way. And a lot of people don't know your story, man, but talk a little bit about your story, man, and what brought you to A&T and your time at A&T and why A&T is so special to you.
All right, I'm gonna try to make it a little short. It's kind of long. So when I first, when I was in high school, I was a running back. So when Broward them came to the school, they came for Quayshawn Quick. They came for a guy named Sayon Moody. They came for Isaiah Robinson, another corner we had. So it was those three. Then a coach basically in high school fought for me to try to get them to add me as an addition. So when I came in, they basically told me like, they'll add me on, you know, but Coach Washington asked me, could I tackle? So I knew what that meant, you know. So when I came over or whatever to the T, I had I had like Pembrokes, I had Catawbas, all these kind of offers, smaller schools, because I was a 160 running back. So when I did all that, and they offered all my boys, you know how we thinking. I'm going with my boys. I ain't going we small, we a family order. We from Scotland County, we country. So I'm like, I'm going with them boys. So I can leave, Mom Deuce don't know nothing about no college. I'm going most of my friends going. So basically when A&T came, I ended up coming on a visit. A&T actually was the only team I took a visit to. But the school was so big and my coach in high school had already broken down to me that we was gonna play like Carolinas and all that in the future. So he was like, if you was to get a chance, this your best chance. You ain't gonna get no NFL shots going to Pembroke and stuff like that with as far as like playing better talent that NFL scouts see and stuff like that. So that did it for me. My boys was there, and the fact that I get the opportunity, maybe if I was good at it, 'cause I ain't played the position yet, I ain't played DB yet, I can get a shot in the league later on if I'm playing some good competition. And I want to beat people anyway. I want to beat people better than me too. That's another reason why I want to go to A&T.
So you didn't play defensive back at all in high school?
No, I ain't play a lick of defensive back.
Wow.
I played. It was me and Quayshawn. Me and Quayshawn was tough. Quayshawn won North Carolina State Player of the Year that year, but I was his back though. I had like 2,500. I could run it too. Seriously.
Well, we got to see some of that too on special teams. So, and on the pick, so
Yeah, I played with. I was with Quick, so that's what did it for me. The boys there and the fact that I want to win, and then when Broadway them came in, me not even knowing, they went to Grambling. I'm thinking these the A&T coaches the whole time. So when they showing me all they rings and stuff, I'm thinking the T just got this. You know what I'm saying? Like, they let me tell you now, they good too now. Coach Broadway and Washington, they good at their recruiting now. So when they showed me all the rings and stuff, I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely going. I just won a state championship in high school too. I'm definitely about to go there. So that's how that happened.
So let's go back to that though. So you were a running back all through high school, one of the best running backs in the state actually. You get to A&T and they say you're gonna have to learn how to backpedal, open up your hips, So I mean, did that process take the whole all season? Like how do you get game ready for something like that?
It's crazy. My freshman year, I still be learning stuff nowadays just because it's not natural to me. I play offense. So when I first got there, when I walked out there, do y'all remember Devontae Graham?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Him and Dante Prince, which is another player that went to my high school. Hey, cool. Yeah. So look, Vaughn Little. So he sent me over there with Vaughn. So I'm like what he gonna teach me for real? But no lie though, he taught me so much. I was learning how to play. By the time the season came during that position, because I was working with him every day. By the time the season came, I could sneak in there and at least play. So I really learned all that from Vaughn. Then y'all know how Coach Wash is. He did one of I've been a lot of places. There ain't too many people better at defense than Coach Wash. So.
All right, so Doug, hit me up now. So anytime somebody say something emphatic, we got to give that Jamaican air horn sound. That's a good point now, Tony, because a lot of people, I don't know if you've been on our website lately, but it's mass hysteria. A lot of people act like Coach Washington forgot how to coach. Like this, he just fell off a turnip truck. He don't know what to do. They look at the secondary this year and the pass defenses that is getting kind of exploited. And they forget that this guy's a former NFL player, right? Mm-hmm. He's been a coach since longer than I've probably been alive. Tell people about Coach Washington, what you know about him.
Before I get to Coach Washington.
Okay.
The fan forum people, listen.
Okay.
Here it comes.
I don't got no issue with him because I didn't see my name on there get roasted one time. I think I had a bad game versus Hampton. They killed me for my 2. Look, but I like it because it brings a fire to you too. But they can't get down on us so quick. Soon as, you know what I'm saying, we start losing up, that crowd be going crazy. But anyway, back to Coach. Yeah, they got a cool on my boys, man. They 18, man. Y'all, they can't go at them like that, man. They read
Too hard,
yeah,
man.
But thing about Coach Watch, he gonna break it. He gonna break a offense all the way down. Like I'm only gonna talk to him from the perspective I know. As a head coach, I don't know, but I can tell you right now, when it comes to being prepared for defense or anything prepared, he a numbers guy too. So he gonna break all that down. What you can do, what you can't do. By the time, as a player, all you got to do is come in there and listen to the play call. Honestly.
So what is the issue? I mean, you probably been watching some of the games this year. What are you seeing from your perspective? Why we're struggling so mightily against the pass?
Well, I mean, all right. So I haven't dialed into all the games like I should.
Okay.
But I know the defense stuff like that, so I can already tell you it ain't washed. But I can also say though that it's just new. It's new to a lot of them. Like as in like, I know a lot of guys play, but it's like it's a difference when. How can I put it? Like when wash is predicated to that certain group or that certain thing, he a head coach now, so he's an offense contributor, special teams contributor, defense contributor. So a lot of them have to mature on their own. Not saying that Howard doesn't do a good job with the DBs and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure he do. But a lot of that stuff is you're a man too in college. So it's how you take it. You know, just like I know, I mean, how you prepare and all that. Just like I know, if you ain't preparing the right way or going about it the right way, you ain't gonna get them type of results in a game. You can't just show up in a game and get them. But I can guarantee Coach Wash is giving it to him how he supposed to give it to him. I can guarantee that.
Did you have any players only meetings when you were at A&T?
Yes. Only time I ain't have to have a player meeting. What you think, my senior year? My senior year. Probably my senior year. Yeah. And this Lamar over here too. This my Lamar Brady. he over here too.
Is that right now?
Yeah.
Bring him around there. Bring him around there.
It's like my best friend, man. We hang together.
Man.
Hey, we be together do football every day. What's so crazy is we about to pull up. We be bowling on our little Thursdays, but I be whooping them boys too.
That's a whole nother level of Aggie football brotherhood that I'm glad to see y'all guys enjoying, man. That post-football career and that time you spent with your boys, man, you end up hanging out with teammates that you didn't even really kick it with as much, man. You grew some of them guys, they turn into real brothers, man.
I'm telling you, I hang with Matt McCain and all them. I ain't even play with them boys. Yeah, I be hanging with all them boys. Like I love them boys. I guess because the football aspect when you win it. But I feel like I be playing with them boys. I be E-Bell jump to me all the time, tell me he'll take me up. I know he run his mouth. He said he'll do all this, all that to me. They ain't.
Oh, that's all right, man. That's all right. That's what's
Hey, man, we need. You know what, Doug? We need to make it like an alumni flag football game. Have it.
Hey man, that's for them young boys, man. Hey, look, I gotta go to work, man.
Having the Hollow Bowl. Having the Hollow Bowl. Huh?
Listen. Look, back when my dad played, I think back in the 80s, they would have a full contact.
Oh, no.
Do you remember that, Craig, when they did the full contact alumni game?
Yeah, sure
man,
did.
I got pictures from that. I couldn't believe it. Now, my pops played DB back in the day. He looked like a linebacker in those pictures.
What age we stopping at?
Bro.
Because I got a bone with a lot of people.
I'm sure there's a lot of old heads that would roll out there that would be glad to play. I'm just looking for myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm good for about one route inside the 5-yard line. You know what I'm saying? So we good. One route, one play. No, but that'll be dope. We talked about trying to put something together like that.
Hey, Tony, who you want?
I want Hooker.
Oh, you want Hook? Hey, you want Hook? All right. Hey, Hook
I want Hook and Maynard.
Now, he want the gunslinger. Listen. Connell would definitely come out there. And Connell will take you to pick up some golf clubs or marbles or spades, whatever. He might be listening right now and call you before this night's over and take you up on that challenge.
Hey, Tony, listen. I can't speak on Maynard, but I just seen Hook a couple weeks ago at my son's JV game. He's still in game shape. You don't want them problems, man. hey, listen. You don't want those problems. Trust me. And he still can spin that thing.
Huh? I'm gonna get his son.
Oh,
I'm gonna get the one we got.
Oh man.
That's what's up, man.
Hey, well, listen. So let's just talk about some of those glory days, because the thing that sticks out of my mind, Craig, you might agree with this. The number one, not the number one, the first memory that I have of Tony McRae was that Appalachian State game. And what year was that? 2013. You ran back the kickoff, and that at that time, that probably was one of the biggest wins in school history, because we finally got that monkey off our back. They were transitioning to the FBS, and right before they left, you know, we gave them the parting gift, and that was an awesome day in the mountains. Talk about that play, Tony, and this kind of relive that for us.
Well, I'm fresh out of high school, so when they scored, I'm already thinking to myself like, we gotta hurry up and score back. So I'm already thinking in my head, if I get it anywhere where Gibbs won't make me sit it down, I'm gonna bring it up out of there, because it's just one of them big. You know how them games kind of different. They kind of more personal than, you know what I'm saying, any other kind of game. So I already knew I was gonna. Once I hit it though, and I seen the little gap, and I can get through there, and you ain't got no scouting report on me. I'm out of there. True. I'm out of there early, and then you know they kind of sleep anyway. They score so fast on us. They thinking this a regular day. This about to be 50-0. I know they was thinking. Yeah, we stopped that real quick because our defense was really good. They just need to settle in.
And everybody was making plays, and it seemed like after that game, if you really want to put the turn, if you want to mark the turning point of the Coach Broadway era, I think that game was it. Because after that, everyone started looking at A&T a little bit differently. And we kept that momentum. And, you know, the next year and the year after that, finally in 2015, we get to the first ever Celebration Bowl. And this give us an idea of what that experience was like.
Well, it was new. We never got no kind of bowl game experience, none of that. So all that was good. They had gifts. We got the only thing I don't like about the bowl game thing, y'all know, we go to a black college. We ain't trying to sit nowhere near these boys. We ain't trying to be around them. We ain't trying to play no games with them. It's the first we don't know no better. So we ain't even trying to sit with them. We don't want to take no picture with you. We ain't trying to see. We trying to see you on the day we play. That's the only thing that I take from the bowl game that I kind of didn't like, just because of what my mental was at that time. But we ain't trying to kick it with them. But that was, other than that, it was good. Like they treated us like kings, honestly.
Because y'all had like a little game show or something y'all had to do, and a whole bunch of little meet and greets and stuff.
They do little competition stuff that ain't football.
Yeah. That was the year y'all got. That was the year y'all got to barking at dinner or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, we were barking. That's why we were already barking before the game started. So I'm like, they might well end
talking at dinner. Yeah,
y'all know we go to a different school too. This ain't gonna turn out. This ain't gonna be good in about 30 minutes.
And so that was Alcorn State. And was that your senior year? The Celebration Bowl?
My senior year.
Right. And so at that point, I guess you started really getting some looks from some NFL scouts. When did you have an idea that you were really on the radar and you had a chance to play at the next level?
Wash told me on the way to my senior year. Wash ended up calling me, because of me, I'm thinking like, I'm about to graduate, I'm about to coach and teach. That's what I want to do. So, but Wash ended up telling me like, you know you can play in the league, right? And come from Wash, he played in the league. So I'm like, all right, I ain't believing them, but they start coming in for real though. I don't know if he put in a word for me or what, but they came in.
So what was something that you think stood out about your game? Obviously your speed. What was your time in the 40 that around that time?
I ran a bad 40. I ran like probably low 4.5, maybe 4.5. I ain't even train for no, but I didn't train for no, because coming out, I ain't really have like, how can I put it? Like, I wasn't like how Reek them was. So I ain't have like, I can go somewhere and train in Florida and all that stuff. I was working out with Walthouse still, just working out, running every day. So I ain't really trained for no, I know I could run a fast 40, but I just never done it for real. So I could have ran a fast 40, but I didn't know. I ain't run a good 40, but I can fly. They know I can run. I just ain't run no good time. But my bench and stuff was good, and I looked good doing my DB stuff.
Okay. And so you ended up not getting drafted, but you end up signing a free agent contract with Oakland. Okay. And so just talk about that NFL journey, because I know that's probably just the most stressful thing in the world, is trying to make a training camp as an undrafted free agent.
Man, listen, I ain't even make it to the training camp. For real, like, I'm being serious. So when I first got to, for one, I'm in Oakland. I'm from Scotland County. They fly me all the way to Oakland. That's already Oakland. but so I'm going to Oakland. I'm country. I don't know what's going on. So I'm going out there. I went out there. I'm way better now, but then, oh my God. I'm way better now. But I went out there. They probably had me out there for about 2 weeks. So let me tell you this, how they got me. That's why you got to know what's going on. For when I walk in there, right, they just did the number jersey thing, right, where, players can wear whatever number, basically.
Okay.
I walked in the camp. I got 17. That's a receiver number. So I ain't know that's a red flag right there. You got 17. So I just do kick return stuff, and I'm playing corner and stuff like that. I'm doing good at the corner stuff, honestly. So this man called me up there. He's like, "Hey, come catch a punt return." I forget the coach name. He's like, "Come catch a punt return." Now, need mind, y'all, I ain't punt returning in high school, college, none of that. I got the ability to score, but catching it for me was always a problem, so I never tried to do it.
Wow.
So because by the time I caught on to it late and Gibbs was trying to train me to do it, I was already too late. I was headed out the door. So I had ended up going, and dude told me to come in there catch a punt return. I dropped it. Not thinking enough. He like, okay, well, go back to the kick. You know how they do. They playing it off good, too. He like, go back over. You go over there, catch the kick return. Man, them folks asked for my iPad as soon as I walked in. Like, can you turn your iPad in, sir? I'm like, what? So they like, yeah, we got to release you. We like you, this and that. So I ended up being cut from, that was like April, to Cincinnati picked me up the last preseason game week. No, the third preseason game week in 2016. They were playing either Detroit or the Vikings went on. And I ended up getting on practice out there. I ended up making some plays when I first got there. And I ended up doing good enough. Then I made it to the practice squad roster, but they ended up releasing me. So I got released for the whole year of 2016 to the last 5 games. So they ended up putting me back the last 5 games. I was on P squad. And then I came back the next year, 17. I tried out. They cut me again. They tried to put me on practice squad, but I felt like I proved too much to be on practice squad. So I left and I went to Baltimore. Baltimore was the first team to actually activate me and play me in 2017. My first game was against Reed, too.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's the jersey swap game?
Yeah, you know it. First game was
yeah.
So you must have had some serious mental toughness just to keep your confidence. I mean, was your agent telling you that he was hearing things and not to worry, or were you filling out job applications real, on the slide tip?
I worked. Look, when Cincinnati called me back in 16. I was working at Toyota. I had got a job. Do y'all remember Camacho? He was like,
yeah.
Mato plugged me in some type of way. Well, I got a job at Toyota, and I told him basically my situation. That I worked there, and then I ended up quitting when they called me back. I ain't make not $1 my first year, really. Then my second year was P Squad active, and yeah, it was mental toughness. But I know I could play football. It just proving to them you can play football, because when you coming from our level, it's already you going against the top 25 schools, they athletes, all that. Then I'm not drafted. Nobody really never heard of me. I ain't did nothing really. It wasn't like I had crazy numbers at A&T. I played good numbers. My numbers weren't crazy. It's been better than me. So, I mean, I just kept my head down like I always do. And I figured out the longer I stay, the better I'm going to get. So that's how it worked.
And so you've been prior to just say you injured your knee last year, and so you're currently still rehabbing, and so how far you think you're away from kind of putting your business cards back out on the market and saying ready? How far?
I mean, I tell you, they ain't gonna watch the interview, but I'm gonna give myself personally the whole year, just because it's a knee injury and everything that I did to my knee.
Okay.
I feel like by the time I'm ready to play, the season will probably be towards the end. So it wouldn't do no justice of getting out there and then God forbid, something else happen. And I'm gonna be out of there. So I'm gonna give myself a whole year.
And so you played, let's just go through you played a couple years with Cincinnati.
3 years Cincinnati.
And then the last 2 with Detroit?
No, 1 with Detroit. I started, so 16, you can basically cancel it.
Okay.
You say me and Reek both played 17 together.
Okay.
I played a little bit with Baltimore, then I played rest with Cincy. I played 6 games with Baltimore, the rest with Cincy. Played with Cincy again and played with Cincy again, then I played with Detroit. I left with a coach from Cincinnati to go to Detroit. We was both out the door together.
Gotcha.
Hey, bro, we're not canceling 16. That's still a part of your NFL career.
I'm talking as far as like
season play.
Activated on the field playing. 17.
Hey.
16 was my year to get my feet in there. It's like you say it's a red shirt year.
We got you.
So was that ever like a signature moment where you just had your feet on the ground, you look up at the stadium, tens of thousands of folks, and you say, you know what, I belong here? Like, what was that? When was that moment where you said, I am an NFL football player?
2018, we were playing Atlanta, and I got to see Julio. Now, look, I ain't never.
Oh, no.
I ain't never really starstruck by nothing. There ain't nothing. But when I was out there with him, that's when I learned, like, oh, okay, you in the league. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm here. Like, it's crazy in here. We're in Atlanta. It's crazy. It's like a club in the stadium. Kind of remind you like a bigger version of the T. I knew I was there then. That's when I looked up like, I'm here. Because 17 was good, and I was there, but dealing with the struggles of like Cincy, we weren't really winning like that at the time and all that. So it's like, I'm here, but it's like, man, I ain't here for real. But that year was 2018 was good for me.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have a packed house this week. We got G-Ho, of course, and the first place Monmouth Hawks. They're like they run the Big South supposedly, and they're coming in here to Truist Stadium. And our guys, like you said, we need a win. This is the playoffs right now are still kind of a long shot just to get that at-large bid. But just as far as Aggie football, we got to finish off the right way. So from what you know so far, what are some things we got to do better to get this W this week?
If y'all saying secondary got an issue, definitely got to clean that up.
Yeah.
From just looking at the scores and stuff, we need to score more. But I mean, I feel like I personally, and this ain't just because I'm talking to y'all, unless it's Power 5 schools, I feel like we could beat everybody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank
you. Unless it's like, we might, when them bigs come in play when you play Ohio State and Bama and all them. But Mom ain't never heard of us. I ain't never heard of Mama.
Hey, Tony, listen.
I'm not talking, man.
There it is.
At the beginning of this season, I looked at Mama and I said, that's food, right? I still think that should be food. I don't see nothing on their roster or in their highlights that scare me. They're saying if we just play our level of football, we should have any problems.
Right. I went through honestly, I personally felt like, I felt before I asked Rick and them, I felt like I'd rather play in the MEAC. I ain't think them boys was nobody. Like, ain't it's like Garner Webb and all them.
Yeah.
I don't look at them as I hope they might want to play this for their hype video. I feel like we could play ball. I'm to get beat too. We just got to play ball. They ain't having no Reeks come through their school or Bams come through their school or Parker come through their, unless I just talking, not knowing.
Nah.
They don't really scare me too much. Ain't they in New Jersey?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Play no ball up there.
And trust me, they ain't seen a crowd like they're gonna see on Saturday. That's gonna be an emotional sensory overload. I said they have never seen a crowd like they're gonna see on Saturday. That's gonna be a sensory overload. Just the whole pomp and circumstance of Aggie football, the band, and
I think it mean a little bit more to us anyway being in this conference. I take it personal because them boys. they really feel like this little black college thing they can come in here and play. I know they do.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna holler at them boys. I know them. At least we gonna at least be physical Saturday. I'll tell you that.
Yes, sir. Yes,
We
sir.
gonna at least be that.
All right, so Craig, you tell us, man, what do you think we got to do to get this thing right on the right path?
Eliminate turnovers for one thing. We've turned the ball over 7 times in the last 2 weeks. That's not what we do. We don't turn the ball over like that. We've got to eliminate that altogether. Next thing we got to do, we got to play with some fire. We haven't had any fire these last couple ball games, and we, if you can't get up for, you're gonna have 21,000. Well, probably gonna be close to 30 by the time they cram everybody in there. If you can't get up for this week and this game, don't even worry about. Don't even show up for the rest of the season. I mean, you're just gonna have to. You're gonna have to. I mean, we need to be off the chain when we come out there emotionally. We got to be mentally and physically ready to go. The physical part, we're supposed to get some people back this week. Hopefully we do get some people back this week. But the biggest thing is we got to play with some heart. We got to be tenacious. We got to be dogs. I mean, get after them. I mean, just flat get after them on defense. Musket is one of those type of guys, if you let him sit back there in that pocket, he will kill you. Yeah. He will dissect you. So we just got to show up and play. We got to, whatever we've been through for the last 2 weeks, you got to put it in the rearview mirror and go out and play. Offensively, we really got to get that running game started some kind of way. I don't care where we go, RPO, if we have to change quarterbacks or we have to change personnel, but we got to do something to get that running game going. Because if we can run the ball, we can win the game. It's just that simple.
Man, you bring it to me like I like it, man. Old school Aggie, just like I see you with the Aggie Born shirt on, and you see me rocking Aggie Born.
There you go. Man. There you go.
This week's all for the old heads, man. The old alumni to come back. I ain't calling you old, Craig. I'm just saying that outside alumni past.
Hey, I'm old, man.
We get to come home. At this point, if you ain't been to homecoming in 2 years, man, this homecoming's for you, man. I'm challenging all Aggies, alumni, anybody in the tailgate area, man. I'm challenging you to do your part, man, and support this team. I'm asking you to come out at 11 o'clock. I'll be out there when the team rolls up on the buses, man. We're trying to start a tradition. It makes some noise out there, man, as boys come in, and we're going to carry that momentum and all that noise and that sound all the way into the stadium, man. And as the guys go in the locker room, man, we got to get this done. This is a team effort, man. This is all in. You know what I'm saying? As we used to say, all in. Listen, guys, I got to
you got to bounce,
Tony
right?
Later, man. Tony, yeah definitely. Right. When you come in town, man, y'all come by and eat. Looking forward to all the Blue Death Valley members. Raj, you know where I'm at, man. You make sure you let people know, man.
Yeah. I'm coming down. No, where you at? You said something about food.
Right outside the field house doors, man.
Hey, Doug. So before you leave,
we had to sit at.
Now, before you leave, let's give people an idea. So directly across from the field house, that first tent right across the street, directly across from the field house, you got like what, 2 lots? You got 2 lots.
We got some space.
Yeah, got enough space, right? You'll see Doug.
You'll see
the flag.
The flag flying high.
That ain't for everybody.
Yeah. So Tony, you and Lamar guys definitely rolled through there, man.
I
got
you. Man, we'll post up, man, for sure. We'll catch up out there. I got some homecoming obligations I got to attend to, man. The wife is calling me now, man. But
I hear
you guys, man. We'll catch up next week.
All right, man.
Y'all hold it down, man.
All right, see you Saturday, man.
Okay, no doubt. All right, so we have to say goodbye to Doug real quick, but we're gonna wrap this up because I think we touched on everything we need to touch on. Got a big game Saturday is G-Ho. We gotta get this season turned around. We got to. And Tony, you never lost a homecoming, right? You never lost a homecoming in none of your 4 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't think so much of that.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't come with everybody out there. Your mama didn't came. She probably couldn't make a game. Everybody had a homecoming.
Man, so are you gonna get a chance to talk to the guys before the game? You coming down there?
I'm going to talk to him tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hey, so I feel better already.
Craig got me ready to play now.
All right.
He got me ready to play. Listen, if they ain't gonna do nothing else, I promise you they'll come out that energy Saturday. I promise you that.
That's what we got. That's what we need to do.
I promise that. That's on me. Yeah, I'm telling you, they gonna come. They gonna come. At least look like they want to play. I promise you that.
Man. All right. So look, man, we don't even have to do predictions and scores, all this. I think, everybody here, can we agree? We want A&T to win. I think A&T can win. If they believe it, then I'm supporting them. But Saturday, 1 p.m., Truist Stadium, it's going down, guys. And we're gonna be like Doug said, if after the game, y'all want to see some of the Blue Death Valley guys, come right across the street from the field house.
Yeah. If you're on the front side, you come by our tailgate spot. We'll be over the goal lot in the front of the stadium underneath the big tree. So
you'll be over there.
Yeah, I'll be on the front side. So but I'll be back and forth all over the place. So, but come on over to what's it, lot 28.
Lot 28 on the front side. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. All right. So Tony, you got any parting words for us, man? Anything we need to know about?
Man, none, but I appreciate y'all, man, keeping up with me.
Yeah.
To tell a little bit about myself. I don't really care for people to know too much anyway, but glad that y'all put me on y'all platform and giving us the opportunity to talk, man. I appreciate that, man. A lot of people turn their back on situations like that, man. I'm so grateful that y'all put me up here.
Hey, so what's your bowling average look like though, man? I want to know about that. You say y'all bowl.
Listen. I ain't sound nice. I'm gonna tell you right now, these boys ain't beating me though.
Nah. I know you ain't better than Lamar. You ain't better than Lamar.
Y'all getting throw touchdowns mixed up with bowling. I'm about to whoop Lamar, and I'm gonna whoop quick. I'm with both of the quarterbacks. That's what's going on. Any alumni want to come to Charlotte and get them some, man, just holler at me. Just hit my phone, hit Craig up, hit Savage up, man. Any one of them up, man. We'll line it up.
Hey, so yeah, we definitely gotta link up this weekend, guys. Definitely. But we gonna call it a show, man. We're gonna get this out here early in the morning on Friday. But for Craig Turner and one of the best leaders in school history, Mr. Tony McRae, I am Samaj Marsh, and this has been Inside the Valley. See you next week.